Hey everyone, my name's Maximera, or Max. I am a Tier 3 coach. I wanted to put out a short little video on SimTPs because they're used, people have asked me about them, so I wanted to make a quick little video on them, just to put it out there so people have like general idea of what they're used for, how to do them, all that stuff. I'm going to use Lijiang for like a map example on here, and then I'm going to bring you to the World Cup viewer, and we're going to look at an example from there. So, SimTP is basically a way to get to point faster. You want, in the current meta, typically you have Reaper TP. So with the Doom Reaper comp, you have Reaper TP because Reaper can use his personal TP to get back faster. And you want Reaper to get back as fast as possible. I'll be going over that in a minute. Yeah, so basic thing, Reaper is the sim, TPs, as soon as everyone takes a TP, he goes back to spawn and swaps. So if we're looking at Lijiang here, Lijiang Gardens, as soon as this door starts to go down, the spawn door starts to go down, he's going to want to place his TP up. You want to get the max range of the TP to get the most value of it. Pretty simple. Also, if there is a high ground in your way and the path to point is not direct, you can also use TP to speed it up. There's a little more points with high grounds are a little different, and like there's some math that goes into if you want to like calculate that, like how fast you're actually getting there. But I'm not going to touch that because it is late and I do not want to do math right now. Yeah, so you have the Reaper TP out generally. You speed amp after you go through the TP. You try to get Reaper back as fast as possible. That's as simple as it is like when you're getting out of spawn. So if we're looking at Lijiang, simple sim TP is over here, speed out, right? And you want to get to point and take as much space as possible, right? So ideally, or just not ideally, but there's a good chance that you're going to run against some sort of mirror, so some sort of other death ball comp, right? So the other team is probably, let me use icons for this. Let's use Orisa. So Orisa's coming over this enemy bridge, right? They don't sim TP. You want to push up as far as possible so that you can take as much space before they can push in, right? As well as set up your kill box. Okay, so for anyone who's not familiar with the idea of a kill box, it's where, in the most broadest of terms, it's where you want to engage or take a fight, generally located around like chokes or something, right? So this would be a kill box, right? And that's like the simplest definition of it. If you don't get that, I've also had to explain it as like a half-court trap if you are into basketball. So as soon as the enemy team comes into this space, you're looking to engage or to do something. It's a trigger, right? So general idea of a kill box, take as much space as possible so you can set up your kill box and also make it harder for the enemy to push into you, right? So if you're already here and they have to come across this bridge and you're already set up, it means you can spam them earlier, you have more space, it's harder for them to push in, right? So that's generally why it's used, right? So you get more space, it's easier to execute and get kills, you can control chokes faster, blah, 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 right? You set up faster, that's the gist of it. I see a lot of teams who don't like make use of it properly. So they do the sim TP, but they don't set their kill box or set up where they want to take the fight. So if you are doing the sim TP, make sure that you are taking the space that you want and setting up where you want to take the fight. If they take a weird pathing, whatever, adjust. But make sure that you are setting up where you want to set up. If you just kind of like sit here in the middle and you're just kind of like where the blue wrist is right now, right? And you're just kind of like, oh, we're just like waiting for them to like come up and actually take the space. Like, it's pointless. You might as well not be sim TPing at that point. Okay. When you are doing this, it is really important that Reaper gets back as fast as possible, right? So in the example we'll see, I think France's Reaper TP's here, and then Netherlands Reaper just comes across bridge, right? But it's on your Reaper to figure out how to get back as fast as possible, and it's going to be different depending on the maps and points. So Reapers, I would suggest like going into a couple maps, figuring out like what's fastest to get back. Like TPing first, is that going to be fastest to get back? Is Wraithing first going to be fastest to get back? You need to get back to your team very fast as possible. If you can get your Reaper with your Orisa, let me get the Reaper icon. If you can get your Reaper with your Orisa right here, and their Reaper is still like back here or something, that means you can be more aggressive onto their Orisa, right? And it's a 5v6 for a short period of time. You can look to abuse that, take advantage of that, snowball a resource lead, right? Win the shield war, lots of things. So it's very important that Reapers get back as fast as possible, and Reapers need to like figure it out. So go into maps, practice it, time yourself, get back as fast as possible. It's really important. If you notice the team doesn't have the Reaper back, take advantage of it, right? Push in, be aggressive, force out resources, all that good stuff. Is there anything else I want to go over in Snap Banana? No, I think that's good. It's general ideas, how to do it, why to do it, couple little things. Oh, another thing, make sure that your Orisa is not using her shield too early. So if you like if your Orisa's like on bridge or something, then throws shield up here, okay, whatever. Well, not whatever, but I'm not going to go into it. You need to make sure that you are taking enough space with your shield. So Orisa shouldn't just like throw her shield down here, right? Obviously, it's really important that she doesn't use shield too defensively, so you guys can actually take space, right? And then punish them if the enemy team like whatever. So if an enemy Orisa throws their shield here, like by bridge, and you have Sim TP'd out as well, and you meet them here, like look to take advantage of that. That's a resource that they don't have, that they've used and they've wasted, right? It means more pressure on the Sig shield, and you can snowball a resource lead from there. So, little thing, watch your shield usage, where you're placing it, make sure it's not going up too far, make sure it's not going back to being too defensive, not too aggressive, whatever. Lucio speeds after TPing, I already talked about that. Yep, okay, that's the basics of it. Cool, I'm going to bring you guys to the Overwatch League viewer. Let me fix this. Okay. So, Overwatch League viewer, just to give a quick example of this. This is on Lijiang. Netherlands versus France, they both do it. We're going to watch France's TP out first, and then I'm going to rewind it and we're going to watch Netherlands. Okay. If this works. Here we go. So it puts it down as soon as possible, people TP out, then they speed out. They speed after the TP is, after they take TP, right? Now France's Reaper is going to try TP over here. I have not timed this, so I actually don't know what is quicker. It seems very close though, the Reaper's timings. Right, so both Reapers are back. They try and take the fight. It's typically more of a brawl. It's more brawly than like a setup fight if both teams TP. But yeah, Reaper's back. Gets back as fast as possible. Whatever. Okay. Too far. Nope. A little bit more. Let's go over here. Okay. So now we're gonna watch the Netherlands one. Gets it out as soon as possible. He TPs first. Okay, this is actually interesting. I didn't realize he didn't Wraith. So that's actually super important. Actually, I didn't realize that he didn't use Wraith to get out. The fact that he didn't use Wraith, I'll talk about this really quick. The fact that he didn't use Wraith actually means that he can be more aggressive. So he can go like more into the enemy's backline because he has Wraith to get out, right? And he can take more pressure. Whereas the enemy, where the French Reaper, is going to be able to pressure more. So if Netherlands wanted to, they could try to like rush onto them. Obviously, that's not going to happen because a bunch of other shit matters. Um, but if Reaper doesn't have Wraith, he becomes so much more vulnerable, right? So the fact that Netherlands Reaper didn't use, the fact that A10 didn't use Wraith is actually super important here. So this is also another reason why it's important to figure out what is fastest and like how to get to back to your team. Because if you can do it without using Wraith and still get back before the enemy Reaper or at the same time, and he uses both TP and Wraith, that's super important. Um, Yeah, there's your example. I mean, you can always go watch this on the Overwatch World Cup viewer. It's not super uncommon for teams to do. So that is kind of why teams do it, how they do it. Some, I don't know, some stuff for the people who are doing it. I don't know, Lucio speeding, watch Orisa shielding, Wraith usage, a couple things. Yeah, if anyone has any questions, obviously you can comment or you can like DM me on Discord or Twitter, whatever. I should be putting out more of these like smaller videos, just I don't know, tips and things that I want to talk about because I feel like they're not talked about enough. But this is something that I wanted to start doing, and I felt like I just wanted to make a short little video on SimTP. Cool. So if anyone has any questions, please ask. I love answering questions. My DMs are always open. All right. Hope everyone's having a good day. I'll talk to you later.